Hi. Hi.
I came close to seeing inside you, too. Pretty wifey. But now she'll just have to be my one and only.
Something's not right. How long we
You
been
think?
here, huh? How long?
Please, no!
I tell you, it ain't safe no more.
Ooh, yay. I have a flashlight. Let's turn that off. I want to conserve it.
I'm telling you, I saw something.
You see something every time you get the DT.
I
mean,
ain't shitting you.
keep it
I'm
cold.
serious.
No TV.
Don't wake me up no more, boy.
Ow!
I ain't on your leg.
What the fuck are you?
Carl?
Do I
Carl, what
use
the
the
fuck
pills
you doing?
automatically?
Carl!
City of Baltimore. Can I go through? Oh, I can actually go through them now. That's nice. I just can't interact with them, unfortunately. But at least I can look through the fucking maps for once. That's
I told you there was trouble.
sad
I
that
told
that
you.
didn't happen
What
before.
was that? No! You get off me!
What are you guys doing up there? More meat hooks. Why are there meat hooks in the sewer? Wait, what? Oh, I didn't see it. Just push it, don't hit it. Not everything can be solved with violence, Torque. There we go. Hello? Oh, God. Oh, dear Lord.
It's hard to go back, T, I know, but you have to get to your apartment.
I mean, I'm in hell right now, so
Canst thou
give me a
draw
second.
out the Leviathan with a hook?
Sure, with the hook. Yay, batteries. I'm gonna back up out of there. I go up the ladder, thank you. Kinda got stuck on it. He kept trying to go walk through it.
See him?
Not out here. It's
Nothing makes sense,
What
T.
about you?
I need you to explain it to me.
Area's clean.
Unbelievable incompetence. Now, if I were a mentally unbalanced homicidal prison escapee, where would I go? Mount up. We're done here.
Hi.
Do you remember
see
this
them?
place? It's your neighborhood. You're getting close, T. Don't stop now.
You say so. I am so privileged that I didn't live in a place like this. Hi, dog. No. We're all good. I'm just looking around.
It's hard to go back, T, I know, but you have to get to your apartment.
Oh, there's a payphone. Are you gonna call me? Yep.
Daddy!
Oh, God.
Daddy, please! No more! Daddy!
Well, if I remember correctly, he was in the military. Hi. He was in the military, so he couldn't have still have been living here with his family if he was in the military, right?
T, I'm up here. Time's wasting and things can only get worse.
I highly doubt the time's wasting, but okay, fine, we'll go up that.
I need
barbed
to talk to you
wire.
now, T. You're almost there. In here. God,
This is so confusing.
I
oh
always
my God.
wanted something better for the boys, but you did your best with what you had. I know that. Come on, I need to show you something.
Actually, oh, I can look at the Jordan's
This
notebook.
binder contains a quick overview
okay.
of the different malefactors that Foundation scientists and containment personnel have observed on the streets of Baltimore during our initial sweep. This does not represent the extent of our current knowledge, but provides a succinct overview for those who wish to become acquainted with our subject matter. One of our
God,
most
somebody better to
interesting
read
finds
this.
during the Carnade Island containment operation was a journal written by a fairly intelligent escaping inmate by the name of Clem. He had composed and illustrated a bestiary of all the malefactors he had seen, and had named them in an amusing style. Impressed by his work, we've decided to continue his naming convention herein.
Seriously, Gotcha. Alright, what else we got?
Having worked long and hard on my scrapbook history of Carnate Island, I wanted something a bit less depressing to take on next.
Dear Lord.
I thought our state's largest city might be an interesting subject, and
This
spend
poor
a large
lady.
portion of my time off the island delving into the history of Baltimore. I cherished my time away from Carnate, but I soon found that Charm City had its own share of dark events from the past. And now I wonder, is it me?
It feels like it's
I
me
seek
too,
out
though.
these horrible tragedies when I investigate the history of a place?
Or is it always
Has
there?
Carnate changed me to be fixated on death and horrible suffering? Or is the evil everywhere, if you look hard enough?
I think that's what it is. She's just open enough to see it. I think it is everywhere. I think it was just most prevalent on Carnate because of the atrocities that were committed there.
Baltimore Harbor. Baltimore owes its existence to its geography. It was a major port for the clipper ships of the 18th century, and to this day is a major shipping center on the eastern seaboard. The shipping industry certainly has its seedy side, with criminals and corruptions infesting it in the past and still today. With numerous underused and abandoned facilities, if you ask a resident of Baltimore what exactly the city's docks are used for, likely they would not be able to tell you.
Oh.
Eastern Baltimore Correctional Facility. Though Abbott is a higher security prison containing a harder breed of inmate, Eastern Baltimore Correctional Facility has a legacy that makes it just as notorious. Located deep in the harshest section of East Baltimore, for 50 years the facility was run by a series of cruel wardens who directed a hateful staff. Recently, the brutal criminal Blackmore was said to have done a stint there. Finally, an inmate whose evil surpassed that of his jailers.
Now, are we assuming that Blackmore was the one that betrayed us, or was that somebody from the military? Because Blackmore seems like a very convenient patsy, because he's a criminal and he does all these bad things. I don't know. We'll see. There might be a twist. I don't know. It's too early to tell.
I never threw any of it out. Some of my girlfriends now, they get mad at their boyfriend or husband or whoever. They throw away everything that reminds them of him. Burn it up, tear it to pieces, whatever. As mad as I got at T, I never threw out any of the things that made me remember him. Part of me wanted to forget he ever happened, but another part of me wouldn't let go of the hope that it would all work out in the end.
Well, I mean, I understand he has an anger issue, but there's also, at least from the way that I've played him, that he tries so hard. And it extends not just from his family, but to everybody he tries to treat properly. It's just, it's hard sometimes.
Corey and Malcolm mean everything to me. And it's because of them I get so mad at T. I just want what's best for them, and sometimes I don't know if their father realizes how important he is to their happiness. But T's been doing a good job with them since I moved to Manhattan. Now I miss them more than I ever imagined. And I know I have to be with them again. And if that means taking T back, well, stranger things have happened.
So it seems like they broke it off at some point after probably the youngest was born, and they shared custody, and it went well. I want confirmation on what T's job was. So maybe I'm mistaken. It has been a while since I played the first game. Alright. Sucks that some of them can be out of order.
Come into the bedroom, T.
But I don't
Dad,
want to
can we just stay up a little bit longer?
The bedroom, T. Don't you remember where it is?
No, I know.
Right over here, in your room.
Come on,
Not bad, T. Looks pretty good. I have a lot of time. You're really trying to make a good home for the boys, T. I'm proud of you.
The audio design is not good in this one.
This won't go away until you face it.
So there's the phone.
Yeah, T, I'm coming to visit from New York. It'll be good. I can't wait to see the boys and you too.
So did they rather die?
Come into the
Good job,
bedroom,
Torque.
T.
Before they got back together,
Good,
or
T.
what happened?
This is the place. It's in your closet. Open it up and see what you find. Now read the papers.
Oh, damn it, it stays on it. Wait.
I never threw any of it out.
No. For the view notes. It's not in... Wait, what? I don't understand. This makes no sense. It's asking me to go into this, but I don't have just like regular notes. 2, then 4. I can't. It won't let me. Oh, it has to be numpad 4 specifically. Okay, got you. Letter from Carmen. T. I've enclosed the divorce papers. Where you need to sign is marked. I'm sorry it comes to this, but I have to do what's right for the boys. The worst part is that you won't even own up to what you did. You say Blackmore set you up? He's a smart man who wants to get his way, but come on, T. Maybe you need to look closer to find the real problem. Think about that. Love, even now, Carmen. So she didn't believe him. And you can't really blame her, because he probably led a pretty secretive life. So was Blackmore just a criminal, or was he in the military with Torque? Or am I just making up this military thing? I'm pretty sure it hinted at that in the first game. Letter from Miles. Torque, I'm getting close, my man. The more I learn about Blackmore, the more I'm sure he's got to go. He's got half the corners in East Baltimore locked, pushing that junk of his. He owns the street. So why is he playing with us? Trying to drive Carmen away, framing us in my bar, writing us in the East Inn? Stain? I don't know what that is. I wish I was wise to why he wants us so bad. What did you do to him? I don't know.
Is it coming back, T? All of it? Maybe you're ready. I found this. This you need to see. Only one person I know could have written this. Blackmore. His men call him the Colonel because they follow his orders. But you wouldn't. And he got back at you through our son, T. Our son! Did you ever really understand what it means to be a father? You weren't a good father. Not in jail.
Jesus Christ. So maybe it was just because they called him the Colonel and they didn't elaborate.
Do I have to take a bath?
They didn't elaborate in the first game. Letter from Blackmore. Oh, Jesus. Really wish it would let me zoom in. My little Corey, you told me your dad... Oh, wait, is this Blackmore? My little Corey, you told me your dad wouldn't let anything hurt you. But that's not true, is it? Why do you think he left you and your mom all alone? Then he drove her away. Now he loves Malcolm more than he loves you. It's sad when a father hates his son, your only real friend. So, why manipulate his sons? I mean, there should be like one thing off limit. Family? Oh God. Can I not see that now? What the fuck? I wash my hands a little bit.
I'm gonna get away from here somehow.
Wonder if I could steam up mirrors and other stuff.
You took her away. Now I'm taking us away.